Happy Monday, everybody. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to roast, a lot to react to. So grab a beverage. Hopefully you're wearing something very comfy. Smash that like on your way in and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian, pop culture vulture, and dopamine fiend, Joleen Lunzer here for another No Offense, All Offense, where we take a look at whatever is spiking our dopamine, whether it be pop culture news, reality television shows, true crime, trending topics, the news itself, just anything that brings us more dopamine. Remember, I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinion. You're welcome to sound off in the live chat or the comment section, and we can respectfully agree to disagree.
It's my opinion!
Also, remember, everything I say today is true, except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only.
Allegedly.
All right, so that is what we're doing. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit that like on your way in. Hit that subscribe. If you want to support the channel further, you can send a super chat while we're live here on YouTube. Producer Prince is here. Yay. I'll highlight your comment and I'll read it. There's also the super sticker option. You can also hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I have linked those in the top of the live chat if you're interested. Thank you to Liz for the Cash App. And thank you to Michelle for the Venmo and Otter for the Venmo. I appreciate that. Or you can join the membership. We did a little premiere earlier and we had some people join memberships. We had some people gift memberships, and you get perks like emojis, members only lives. You get content first at times. It's just a fun way to be a part of the Lean team. You don't have to do any of that, but if you choose to, it's there for you.
Before I get too many followers, I just want you to know you're not gonna like it here. No. No, you might not stay around for long. And I know it. This could be your purgatory on Earth.
It could be your purgatory on Earth. You guys, we have so much to talk about today. So much to react to. If you missed the premiere I put out earlier, definitely check that out. If you are looking for some good laughs, we had a drunken crime premiere with our favorite true crimers, I guess true crime content creators that we love to roast and react to, who allegedly, maybe, we don't know, for entertainment purposes only, might have had a couple of cocktails before covering the Corey Richins trial. All right. Obviously, we are just alleging this. All right. We do not know for certain. So it's just always, always, always allegedly. All right. And inappropriate.
Okay, this is inappropriate.
And this was becoming uncomfortable for me.
So hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. Happy Monday. Happy, 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 happy. So good to see all of you guys in the live chat. Let me pull that up here. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Gabby is the best. Gabby is going to be hosting. So the woman who that last little clip I played says, you're not going to like it here. That is Gabby from the Bachelor and then Bachelorette. Was that? I don't know. I'm not super well versed in Bachelor Nation, but she was on Traitors and she is a joy. She is going to be hosting a dating show. I think it's called Overboard, where when they get rid of you, you literally have to jump overboard, and it's filmed on a ship. Also, last night, after last night's Oscars, I watched the Taylor Frankie Paul from Mormon Wives. She's the new Bachelorette. I watched their, I guess, preview for what's to come, but really it was more Taylor meeting all of, or most of, the previous Bachelorettes from, like, I think there's, how many did they say there were? 22? Trista being the first one, she was there. And most of them showed up. And they put their PJs on, very Secret Lives of Mormon Wives-ish. And they were doing, a stroll down memory lane of when they were the Bachelorette and giving Taylor Frankie Paul advice, because she is, like I said, the new Bachelorette. The season starts next Sunday. I think I'm going to watch it. You guys let me know in the comment section if you want me to watch it and talk about it a little bit, because I do watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I am interested in Taylor Frankie Paul. I normally do not enjoy The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. No offense to Bachelor Nation. But I think I'm in for this little crossover. Plus, I'm hoping that Taylor found someone that's better than her current on-again, off-again boyfriend on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is horrible. Let's see what you guys are saying. Dreadful says, I'm excited for her season. I thought I was done with the show, but they got me with Taylor, right? I haven't watched the show since like Matt's season of The Bachelor. Or there was a woman from Minnesota. I watched a little bit of hers. I liked her. And that was after Matt's season, I think. So, but I think we can make fun of it. Yeah, anything to get her away from Dakota. I don't know. I don't think it'll work. But we'll see. Yes, we need, I'm updating my emojis, so definitely give me suggestions on what emojis you'd like to see. But we do need a Prince and Princess Cordelia emojis, because we have the dogs represented, but we don't have the kitties. And that is a crime. That is a crime, because they work hard. Okay, Googie says, yes, please. I think we can really make fun, because the dudes on The Bachelor are always the worst. They are literally the worst. Occasionally I'll get some okays, but mostly the worst. So I'm going to watch the first season. We'll talk about it. It premieres on ABC next Sunday, and then we'll see how we feel. They've also dropped episodes of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I haven't had a chance to watch that yet, but I definitely plan on watching that season. And I took your suggestions, you guys, on 2 shows to watch this weekend. So try to guess in the live chat. We'll see who gets it right. Which 2 shows did you guys suggest that I watch? And I watched them this weekend. Feel free to sound off in the chat. We'll see if anyone gets it right. A Curious Mind Seeker says Nick Viall was the last straw with The Bachelor. I think he broke me from being able to watch. Right? Again, Nick Viall came from there. Wasn't he on a couple seasons too? Oh, horrible. Horrible, horrible. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, Cammy got one. Ladies of London. So the Ladies of London on Bravo, The New Reign. I caught up. There's like 3 episodes, I think. And so it's technically season 3, but the old seasons were started in like 2014. Okay. Hi, Care Bear. And what other show did I watch? So I watched Ladies of London. And anybody?
It's reality.
That's so weird.
So Ladies of London, and I don't think anyone guessed it yet, but House of Villains. House of Villains is actually good. You guys, I hate to say it, not Southern Charm. I'm so sorry. I can't. I have heard that Craig is getting like torn apart though by the Bravoverse, which about time. But I watched House of Villains, which is another show on Peacock, right? Did I watch on Peacock? We'll figure it out. Is House of Villains on Peacock? Because it's an E show, and yes, it's on Peacock. I will say this. Now, this is going to be a hot take, and probably possibly a controversial take on House of Villains. I think we've seen more strategy from the majority of people in 3 episodes of the House of Villains than we saw in the entirety of Traitors this season.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah. I do, you guys. House of Villains. It is, okay, let me see. What season? Are we on season 3? We are on season 3. Okay, so new episodes, I think, drop on Thursdays. Am I behind on that? No. Because did I watch 4 episodes? How many freaking episodes did I watch? All right, let me look here. House of Villains. Let me see which ones are available as I'm I'm pretty sure I watched at least 3, possibly 4 episodes of House of Villains, but I'd say the cast is pretty stacked. We've had a couple people go home so far, and we can talk about that. But I would actually recommend it. Okay. Oh shit, is there another one? Did they drop more? I just freaking caught up. You bastards. Oh my gosh. All right, maybe we'll talk about tomorrow because I think they dropped a couple more. They did. I don't think I watched all these. No, I didn't watch that one. I think I only watched 3. Oh my goodness. Just when I was like, I'm not caught up. I'm so cool. Oh, so it spoiled who went home then. Okay. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I really thought I was caught up, you guys. I thought I was so cool. It is. Is that what Taryn said? I got excited. D. Matina says, I'm liking House of Villains. I agree with Taryn. It's basically Big Brother. It's very similar to Big Brother. And we got Paul from, am I like starting to like Paul from Big Brother after so many seasons of Paul Abrahamian or whatever his last name is, of me just being a Paul Abrahamian hater? I might be kind of liking his Hot Topic ass. Indiana Girl Jules, thank you for being a member for freaking 56 months, Jules. Jules says, happy Monday. I love the new time for your lives. It's right when I get off work and can listen on my way home. I'm loving the true crime content. Thank you, Indiana Girl Jules. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, so somehow I missed that they dropped 2 more episodes, but I watched the first 3. So there's 5 episodes total that have dropped for House of Villains. We have quite the cast: Kate Chastain, Tiffany Pollard, aka New York, Tyson from Survivor, Paul from Big Brother, Tom Sandybutt, which I'm hoping he's gone. I've only watched the first 3, so no spoilers, please. And there's some other little people. Here, let me pull up the full cast here that I'm kind of enjoying. Now, the first person gone, spoiler alert, was I didn't want her gone, but unfortunately it was Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives. But she really, I mean, she really wasn't connecting with the other people and doing the things she was supposed to do, despite New York trying to help her. I thought it'd be better if Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset went first. And I know a lot of people, I remember hearing like, oh, Christine, she's such a good villain. Where am I not seeing something? Maybe I'll see something in episodes 4 and 5, but Christine is kind of boring to me. I don't know what she's doing. Drita, oh my God, I've missed Drita from Mob Wives so much. She's on the show. I've missed Drita. I was watching it with Hype Man husband Chell RN, and he never watched Mob Wives. And I'm trying to explain to him Drita, which is, you know, interesting when you're explaining it to someone. I'm like, she's like scary, and she like fights. She's like, you want to fight, motherfucker? Like she gets her voices deep. She's just like, yeah, motherfucker, you want to fight? Like that's all I remember from Drita. You want me to punch you out, motherfucker? Like she's just so fucking good. She's an Aquarius. It makes sense. But I'm like, Hype Man husband Chell, she can actually fight. Most of her time on the show, her husband was in jail on Mob Wives. I don't even know if he ever got out. I don't know if they're still together. I don't know much from Drita, but why hasn't Drita done more television? Was she canceled or something and I didn't know about it? But she's great. She's like, what you want, motherfucker? You want to fight? She just, every inconvenience in Drita's life, she's like, I will fucking kill you. I will punch you in the face, mother effer. Everything is the mother effer. Cammy, thank you so much for the super chat. Because how funny is Kimmy with glow in the dark lipstick? London. Wait. Oh, yes. From Ladies of London. I talk about Kimmy from Ladies of London. I'm like, oh, we're going to get in the Ladies from London. Dreadful says, I usually don't like that energy, but I do with Drita. Me too. It just works with her. Normally, if like a grown adult woman was just calling everyone an MFer and threatening to beat them up, I'd be like, ew, gross. But Drita, I'm like, that's so charming. Like if she met me, she's like, you want me to beat you up, mother effer? I'd be like, no, but thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Same, Robert A. Curry, same. I was like, oh, I'm going to hate this shit. I'm going to hate this shit. It's so good. It is so good. Cheryl Joy, thank you for the $1.99, you little sweetie. And Kelly Cal, thank you for being a member for 7 months. No, I'm about to start my therapy session. Just put an AirPod in during therapy and listen, okay, Kelly Cal? But have a good therapy session, okay? And God bless. God bless. She used to send her husband prosciutto in prison. Yes, and she would talk to him on the phone. She's like, what you want, motherfucker? Motherfucker. So they also have this annoying guy, Johnny Middlebrooks from Love Island. Oh my God, I didn't watch his season of Love Island. I pretty much I think I watched a really old season of Love Island, and then I went right to season 6, and then I watched last season. But oh my God, he's the worst, this Johnny Middlebrooks. He's such an F-boy. He thinks he knows what he's doing. He's ruining everything, because on the episode that I last watched, he nominated like all my faves. So for sure, one of my faves went home. And I'm like, who are you? What's going on? Why is this happening? Why do we have the worst Love Island? Well, I guess because it's House of Villains. That's why we have the worst.
It's not enough.
I'm like, why don't we have a good one? Oh, because it's House of Villains. But there's got to be better villains. They could even do Rob. Rob would be great on House of Villains. Rob, who just won Traitors. I prefer Rob a million times compared to this idiot, Johnny Middlebrooks. Yeah, that's his name. Ugh. And then Ashley Mitchell from The Challenge. I've missed Ashley Mitchell. But she's in an all-guy alliance right now. And we'll see if that works out for her. But yeah, it's just a good. Oh, and Plain Jane from RuPaul's Drag Race. We need more RuPaul's Drag Race representation on these shows, not just one person, because they really bring it. Johnny has a baby. Oh, that poor baby. Oh my God. Oh, reality TV CJ, hey, says yes, roast the Bachelor. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna see how we do. Good, Laxity, that is actually a really good question. How does anyone keep up with all these shows? I work 8-ish hours a day, get home, clean up, cook, feed the family, catch up on my YouTubes, and now it's 12 p.m. here, and you should be in bed. It is well, for me, it's kind of my job, but I imagine for people who have like a normal 9 to 5, I remember when I worked in corporate, at a desk, all the things, well, I kind of would put earbuds in. But yeah, there's a lot of shows, and I've kind of been off. So I feel like the shows right now, we're having a moment where I'm excited for television shows, and I haven't been in a while. You guys know. I've been like, we'll see how long it lasts. Okay. But it is spiking my dopamine, some of these new shows. And then we have The Valley starting. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with all of them or if they'll all pique my interest, because it's just like, what is anything right now? What is enjoyable? But we're going to try. But I am excited for these shows. I actually had a good time sitting down and binging 3 episodes of House of Villains and 3 episodes of Ladies of London, which, it's been a while. It's been a while. Otter says retired. Yeah. Everyone needs to retire so that we can all watch all the TV. Yes, A Curious Mind Seeker. I like Ashley too. I used to watch The Challenge back in the day, so I do remember when she took all the money from that idiot when they were partnering together, and she's like, "You've slut shamed me. You've been a dork to me. I'm taking all the money." I was like, "Get it, $1 million baby." Yeah, I haven't checked out Survivor yet. Survivor is a hard show to roast because there's all these heartfelt moments. It's a fun show to watch, and it's a great show, but it's hard I've tried roasting it before, and it's just like, it's not always very roastable. Oh my God. Cammie says, do we think Sandoval had surgery? He had all the surgeries. That's why I love Plain Jane, because Plain Jane is just dragging him. Right away, Hype Man Husband Chellaren was like, what happened to Tom Sandy Butt's face? I'm like, he got the LA special. He got like some magnetic chin implant, according to Plain Jane. He looks like the damn V for Vendetta mask. I mean, he looks like Anonymous, but human form. Maybe he's in it. I don't know. Maybe he's a part of Anonymous. Maybe he's getting really political or something. But Tom Sandoval has had he's like this. And his chin is very long, very long. Tom Sandy Butt has had a lot of work. And I'm really questioning Tyson's his critical thinking skills and his choice in friends, as he is in the 3 episodes I've watched, full force team Tom Sandy Butt. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Care Bear, that's a great question. Tom Sandoval, with all of the money that you allegedly put into your face.
Allegedly.
Have you paid your mom back? Remember? Because he had to borrow money from his mom's retirement because he's so bad at money and investing. I hope so, because his mom was a hardworking firefighter. She finally got to retire, and then he took like $250,000 allegedly of her retirement.
Allegedly.
The new thing is that, you know, as a cis male,
Did you say cyst?
raise your voice, yell, do whatever you feel entitled to do. But as a straight male, if I was a woman, I could do that. If I was a gay male, I could do that. But as a straight male, if I raise my voice, it's wrong.
I'm going to guess that Tom wants to yell at straight women. Sandy Butt has not paid his mom back. Okay.
Allegedly.
I just don't think he has.
It's not enough.
But we'll see. And Clark Little says Tyson just needs someone clueless to drag to the end. That's true. That is true. But when Paul Abrahamian, when he was like, I'm taking out Tom Sandy Butt, I was like, Paul, are you flirting with me? Are you trying to win me over, Paul? Because you know how I feel about Paul. Big Brother seasons 18 and 19, Paul. Are you literally, what are you doing? Are you trying to be my best friend by going after Tom Sandy Butt? Do we have to go to Hot Topic together and get the buy one, get one half off band t-shirts? What are we doing, Paul? I was just like, oh my God, Paul. Paul. Hi, Steven. So once I saw Paul was immediately going after Sandy Butt, I was like, Paul, stop. Stop flirting with me. Stop. Dreadful says Paul might be the BB player I have the most mixed feelings toward. I mean, me too. I don't know. Hi, Evelyn. Good to see you. Yes, House of Villains. But now I have 2 more episodes to get caught up. Because apparently they dropped 2 and I missed it. So I've only watched the first 3. Laxi said I should mention I have earbuds in all day to catch the rest of the YouTubes. So you can't do all the true crime. Yes, and comedy. My menopausal brain wants to know it all and retains 0. Yeah. I mean, that's what I used to do. I always had an earbud in when I worked in the office. Okay, Steven, stop bragging. Okay, stop. Steven says episode 5 was so good. And I really thought I was caught up. But I'm excited to watch it after this. And then we'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Am I the only one that's liking Paul, who may not have liked him previously, and going, I kind of like this House of Villains Paul? And I do wonder why, after all of these years not being affiliated with at all any reality television, he decided now was the time he was going to come back. I am interested in that. And smash that like if you haven't already, you guys. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes right out the gate. So definitely a good cast. And I'm loving the strategizing that is happening so far. Evelyn says Paul is okay so far. So in the 3 episodes I've watched, I've been like, Paul, stop trying to win me over. Lucy says Paul's kind of funny. He's like the male Kate, kind of surly and oddball. Yes, and I do love Kate. And I do love New York, and I love playing Jane. I love Drita. I want Drita to win everything with New York. That would be amazing. So, okay, Naomi, that's probably why. She says, duh, Paul is running out of money like the rest of us.
It's not enough.
Yeah, there's just not enough. Okay, gas prices are rising. Price of eggs are $1 million more now. It's just, we're all struggling. So Paul's like, all right, I need to get on the show. Okay, let's talk about the Ladies of London, the new reign. So let me make sure I'm correct on the episodes they have out, you guys. So they have, okay, good. No. Oh, goodness. Okay. Ladies of London, The New Reign. Season 3, bitches. There we no, that's not season 3. What the fuck season is it? What are you talking about? They don't make it easy to know what's going on here. Okay, screw it. Oh, here we no. Nope. Ladies of London 2026. That's what I need to put in. There we go. 4 seasons. So this is the 4th season. Apologies for the Ladies of London New Reign. And tomorrow is episode 4. So there's been 3 episodes that have aired. You can watch this obviously on Bravo, on Peacock. I think it's airing on Bravo too. I watched it on Peacock, but I'm assuming it's airing on Bravo. But sometimes they do that thing where they just air it on Peacock and then Bravo later. But I don't know if they're doing that. All right, let's look at the cast here. Producer Prince has his little toys playing with it. So cute. Okay. Ladies of London. Let me pull up a picture here for all of us. I'm just going to go and find it here. Smash that like if you haven't already, everyone. But I was pleasantly surprised with this cast, these people, and what's been going on so far in the first 3 episodes. You guys were 100% right. I will never doubt you again. I mean, I can't promise that, but I'll try not to doubt you again because you all were right. And I should be ashamed of myself. But I just binged those first 3 episodes hella fast. Shout out to Hella. All right, here we go. Ladies of London. Now, they have a cast of people. I haven't heard of any of these women before. So I don't know if any of you have, but I definitely have not. And it seems like a pretty good mix. A lot of the women have previous knowledge of each other. And they started off with a bang. Dave, what are you chewing on? Oh, Dave got baby Princess toy. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's listen to a little dick.
Don't be a dick. You're being a real dick. Stop being a dick. You're being a dick. Don't be a dick. That's what you're being right now. You need to stop, check yourself, and calm the fuck down. Don't be a dick. You're being a real dick. Stop being a dick. You're being a dick. With the things that you do, you're obviously very hurt, and that's why I think that you're a big fucking jerk. Don't be a dick. You're being a real dick. Stop being a dick. You're being a dick.
You're being a dick. Don't be a dick. Shout out to Hype Man Husband Chellaren for creating the best song ever. The Don't Be a Dick. Okay. So let's talk about this cast and so far what's happened on this Ladies of London and why you guys were right and why you need to watch it. So we have a cast here of 6, 7, 8, 1 gentleman, the rest ladies. And this is a show that airs Thursday. So this is the show that drops on Thursdays, not House of Villains, I guess. And I wanted to get all of the cast here. So we have this lady, right? And I'm learning everyone's name. Her name is Micah Meyer. She is an American. So she's what would be considered an expat, I think, in London. And she's been there for a while. She went to the University of Florida. She's best friends with another lady who's on the cast, but that lady doesn't consider her a best friend. She seems nice, but she's lonely. Her husband travels a lot. They have kids. She thinks of her friends in London as her family. But again, she doesn't seem to have good friends because she literally explains this friendship she's had with one of the cast members for 20 years. And like, we call each other Bunny, and then cut to that lady. And she's like, I don't like calling her Bunny. She's like my best friend. She's not my best friend. I love her so much. I go to her all the time. she's kind of annoying. So unfortunately for Micah, she thinks that people are her best friends and they're not. She's becoming, like, as they're saying here, she's known as the Marie Kondo of etiquette. So she teaches etiquette. She's been on like the Today Show and other places. I think she wrote a book regarding etiquette because she said when she married her husband, who I think is European, there were all these etiquette things she didn't learn growing up in Florida. Go figure. What? Not Florida.
It's not enough.
They don't teach that there? I don't know. I did not grow up learning any kind of etiquette for sure. Maybe had she been raised maybe in the East Coast, like Northeast, maybe she could have went through those, or the South, some kind of cotillion or something, but she didn't. So she took a class, and that class led to her becoming an etiquette.
I've fallen and I can't
Which
get
sounds
up.
horrible to me because I still have to like switch when I'm cutting steak. I have to switch hands to eat the steak because I cut with my right hand and then I have to cut and then I grab the steak. And so I'm a mess. So I could probably use whatever she's teaching, but I won't because I don't care enough. But that's what she's doing with her business and her little friend, who her name is, let me find her. I'm just going to scroll down because I forgot her name. I think is her name Dara? Something. She already left the show. Or said she was leaving. Well, we'll get to her. But her little friend she's like, oh, etiquette. She doesn't do anything. So she's the founder of Beaumont Etiquette, this Micah, and she expands her business in London. She struggles to balance ambition, family, and friendship, teetering on the brink. And she does a lot, even with her fashion. She brings all the trends and she throws them on. Dara, thank you. Oh, Dara is a bummer. Dara is a social climber. Dara is a bad friend. Dara is a bad person. Dara, by episode 2, was like, I don't think I should do this anymore because she got caught talking shit about her alleged best friend, Micah, and treating her like crap. And she was called out. And she's like, I didn't say that. And then she walked out and she was talking on the phone and the producers caught her. She's talking to the producers. She said, I did say that. But the way she treats Micah is so shitty. I feel so bad for Micah, but I'm also like, Micah, we got to wake up. How in 20 years have you not noticed that this lady's not your friend? Because even Micah said, well, I mean, a lot of our friends have told me through the years that she talks shit, but I just didn't want to believe it. Girl, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. Okay, believe them the first time and move on. Okay, but poor Micah, because Dara is just meanie pants. Now this gem is Missy, and she's a Swedish-born model, and she's the one who spilled the beans on Dara talking shit about Micah because she wants to live in truth because she's went through 2 divorces, 2 baby daddies, and she's tired of having to like hide things. She's like, I want to live in my truth. She has a therapist who has like a bun. A man, he's got a man bun who was taking notes and looked very uncomfortable. So a lot of these women, or some of them, are kind of starting over after getting out of relationships. So she's a model. She's beautiful. Her tits are always popping out of her shirt. Just a fun time, this gal. All right. So Swedish-born model, newly single, mother of 2. She says 2 different baby daddies. She had like the marriage, the safe marriage, I think she kind of referred to it. At first with the gentleman, then she got bored, then she went for the bad boy, and turns out the bad boy was really bad. And so she got out of that. So now she's kind of building her independence. One of her children lives with her husband, and another one of her children live with her. So she's got her blunt honesty, and she wants to tell the truth. She also shared a very tragic story. Apparently her brother 6 years ago was murdered in London in front of his wife and children by some guy came up with a pew-pew. Some say it was an organized hit, but she says she doesn't really talk about it that much. But it happened on Christmas Eve 6 years ago. And so she's got some trauma between the men. the bad, exes, and then the brother passing away so tragically, just very sad. But she's going to be fun. Now, this little gem, oh my goodness, this lady is my age, and maybe I live in La La Land, but I'm like, how are we the same age? She has like the cutest little style. Her name is Martha Sitwell, and she's kind of the gal about town, has been for years, but now she's getting older, but she has a very old-timey, short, cute, like 50s hair. But she again said she kept marrying these men who were taking care of her, and then they would leave her with nothing. They would have better lawyers than her, and she would just kind of start over. And I'm thinking, we got to get her a better prenup or better lawyers or something. So every time, she's married, I think there's been 2 men that she was married to, and they've had the money and the power and the big houses. And then when she leaves, she has to live in like a tent. So right now she's living in this cottage that is just with a bird that shits everywhere. I think there might be multiple birds. She's fun and she's quirky and she's kitschy and she's all those good things, but she's also giving out her key to people who claim to be, contractors who will come paint her house, her new little cottage, and then they disappear. So some of her friends think she's doing it because she wants to like she just kind of is doing it on purpose. Like she's self-sabotaging, but she's claiming she's not, because she also had a very traumatic incident happen in like 2013 or 2014. Her sister took her own life, and with these divorces and having to start over yet again, she says, this time I don't want to just marry another man with money and things. I want to do it my way. I don't even really know what she does for a living, but she's like the gal who's at the party. She's like, honey, she'd kind of be like the Sonia Morgan from the Real Housewives of New York. Maybe a little bit just in her own world. People would probably look at her as like head in the clouds or something. She's probably neurodivergent. I'm just guessing. But she came from money, and then she was homeless for a minute. So she's had quite the journey in her 45 years. But her last divorce, I think, is the one like they're saying she's facing financial ruin from, because she married a baronet. And there's this hierarchy within the aristocracies of, London. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. But so she left with her title, but that's it. So what is she, a baroness? A baroness? Baronet, isn't that a sauce? She's something. But she's determined to rebuild. But her little apartment cottage, it's cute, but it's sad. And she can only afford, she had her friend over, she can only afford to redo the living room, which, hashtag relatable. She's like, I only have $2,500, darling. And she laughs all the time, and she smokes and she drinks, and then eventually she cries. Because I'm like watching the episodes thinking eventually this chick is going to cry. Because all this laughing and all this drinking, we're hiding some trauma, some pain. She's been through some stuff. So she's starting to open up about that. But she wants to rebuild. And she's a bird lady. And her friend said, it's too soon for you to be a bird lady. She says, it's never too soon to be a bird lady. I'm going to have a drink. Oh, cheers. But if this show is popular and takes off, she could build up her own wealth herself. Yeah, she has a very like raspy, like kind of smoker's voice, but didn't smoke too many cigarettes where it's like, baby girl Lisa from 90 Day Fiance or something. It's like a nice raspy voice, but I could see her. She's a mix between Luann and Sonia, I feel like. So far, loving her. Then we have this little guy. Oh, this little guy is Mark Francis Vandal. And he comes from money, and his dad, I think his dad was some kind of, he was some kind of important entrepreneur or something. So he comes from money, but he's the ultimate gentleman insider. He's an extravagant socialite and tastemaker with razor sharp tongue as he sets out to repair a long strained relationship with his father, because his father is like going downhill. health-wise, but he's like, we haven't really had a relationship in 30 years. But he's trying to connect with him, and he used to have to travel back and forth from like Spain and another country in his childhood. Just a mess. But he is just, he's sassy. He's here for the tea. He's like, oh my God, darling, you look so good. Look at your tits. They look so good. They look great. So Mark will stir the drink, stir the pot. He seems to be friends with virtually everybody. He's side-eyeing people. So I think Mark is going to be fun. Let's see. Oh, yes. Evelyn says her voice is very enticing, but there's pain there. Yeah, there's pain. There's definitely. Yeah, she's like a 40s starlet, Martha is. But Mark is fun. He's really good friends with Kimmy. He's got quite a few of the women consider him like a best friend. And he is, and he's fun. So we have Mark, and then we have this lady, another expat, another American woman. Her name is Margot Stilley. Okay. And she was after rising from hardship to fashion model and a notorious turn in film, we'll talk about that, American Margot Stilley returns to London sober, grounded, and determined to restart her career. Her fearless honesty quickly puts her at odds with the group, threatening her re-entry into the social scene she once called home. So back in the day, she and Martha were tearing it up in London. She's an actress and model, but she's really only worked in the UK. She was a part of a now infamous movie, apparently, and maybe the Brits in the chats or the comment section later can tell us more about this. But there was some movie she was involved in where there was a sex scene, and they really had sex.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
So she was like, we're method, like how John Matthias was talking about method acting. She went full method, and they had intercourse.
What could be more egregious? What could be more misleading?
And that's what ended up in the movie, but it's not corn. It's not the PORN. It is just a movie. And she talks about it all the time. I was in the movie where I did it. And she does talk very sexually. She's back in London because she's on a new TV show in the UK. Or she got a part. I don't know if the TV show's new, but she's newly on it. And so she's looking for a rental place. And even her realtor who's showing her places, she was scaring that little gay man. He was like, She's like, ooh, this is sexy. Ooh, this is corno. Ooh, this is, ooh. And she kept saying things about the house. Like, yeah. And he's like, okay. It also comes with 4 bathrooms. Ooh, that's sexy. Ooh, butt stuff. And you're like, why is she saying that? So she's interesting in that, probably being, I'm assuming, making assumptions, speculating that being in an industry where, sex sells, and that is, the thing that they, reward you for is being sexy and young, that has rubbed off on her. And now she believes that to be a lot of her worth, but Margot is also married. I think she's married now. She has a toddler. She quit drinking because when she was partying with Martha, she said she had one last weekend with Martha, and they were with Egyptian princess or something. It wasn't that, but they were with somebody, some kind of royal something. And they were on a trip and partying. And she's like, after that, I just couldn't drink anymore. So Martha drank her to sobriety. So Margot is now sober, trying to navigate being back in London because she was all about the night scene. I mean, that going out at night and partying, she said that is where she truly found opportunities, made connections with people, rubbed shoulders and elbows. And now she's sober and has an earlier bedtime and a toddler. So that should be interesting to see. And she and Martha are spreading some gossip about Dara. Now, this little cutie's name is Lottie. I do like the name Lottie, probably because there was a character on that. What was that HBO? It was an HBO show about the teenage girls from the 90s, bees. You guys will put it in the chat. But they had a Lottie character. So Lottie's a graphic designer turned it girl, Lottie Kane, and her tailor to the stars husband, Joshua, live unapologetically on their own terms. When they're faced with a major life change, it challenges whether their eccentric, fashion-forward world is ready for what's next. The life change is a baby. Okay, it's not that.
It's not enough.
It's a big deal, but it's like it's a baby. It's a baby. She's up the spout. Okay. Now her husband, like Naomi's saying, her husband is a designer and just in fashion, and he's very eccentric, and he's got one of those evil mustaches, like the guy from Frosty the Snowman who keeps trying to, the animated old Frosty the Snowman show. Wasn't there a mustache guy like this who I've hated since I was a child? So mustaches that do this, bad guys, or a Gangs of New York mustache like that. And he's got long hair, and they seem to be in love. But we'll see. The jury's out. This could be a Alex from the Real Housewives of New York and her husband's Simon type situation. He could end up being very annoying. She's, reveals her pregnancy in the first 3 episodes, goes baby shopping with her mom. And her mom's like, how do you think, your husband's going to deal with the baby? You think he's ready? She's like, I don't know. Maybe. She's like, well, how will he be with diapers? Well, he changes the cat's litter box, so that's close. It's like, her mom's like, okay, that's okay. The mustachio, yes. Yes. Reality TV, CJ says, Lottie gives too cool for school vibes. Her and her husband are just always, just kind of matching fashion-wise and going into parties like, look at us. We're so great. But so far she seems to be just kind of the nice little it girl, Yukon Cornelius mustache. Yes, from Rudolph. Good one, I. Dawson. But he was a good guy, wasn't he? So he doesn't count. So that would ruin my whole theory. I have to give some curly, only ginger curly mustachios. Yellow Jackets CO, that's the show that has a Lottie. I'd never heard that name before, I don't think, until I watched Yellow Jackets, which I never finished that show. Is it over? It just was taking so long. I'm like, I don't have my whole life to wait for the show. But I did like it. So it is hard, like everyone's saying, I can't imagine her husband with a baby. It's hard seeing him thinking of him with a baby. You're like, what? Now Kimmy. Oh my God. Kimmy Murdoch. Ugh, is she related to Rupert? Okay. So Kimmy is a Haitian American shipping heiress with magnetic charm. Kimmy Murdoch is an antiques dealer and fixture of London's elite. Behind her sharp wit and bold exterior, she navigates single motherhood and deeply guarded emotions. So Kimmy is all about the party. Kimmy's all about the flowy sleeves, the party, the red lip, the dark hair, similar style to Martha. She's got twins that she has with her ex-husband. She was like, we were already pretty much separating. But we were like, I guess I want kids. So let's just do it together. And so now she, will have him at the house. But she spent like the first 3 or 4 years, I think she said, raising the kids on her own. But now she'll have her formerly fat husband. She fat shames. I'm like, we used to be so fat over, and she'll make him like clam pasta. And Kimmy is just here for the tea. She is here for the laugh. She's like, again, with the drinking and the smoking and I don't even know if she smokes. I'm just imagining. I might have seen it. I don't know. I don't remember. But she doesn't want anything serious. When they have on the 3rd episode, I think it was the 3rd episode, they went to like a winery in London, and the women were opening up about personal things, in their lives. And Kimmy was like, oh my God, this is such a bummer. Your brother's murder. You lost a sister. My God, I'm here for some wine. And she knows about the wine. They had the ladies pair the wine with jewelry and which would go with which and eat. And the people at the winery were just like, do you need a job? And she's like, no. But Kimmy has no empathy, yeah, sympathy, yeah. She's like, save it for your therapist, darling. Just put it behind you and move on. And so some of the women had to talk to her after there was the moment where, what's her name again? Missy shared about her brother's schmurder. And then Martha and Margot were in the Sprinter van headed back from the winery with Kimmy. And Kimmy's like, oh my God, that was such a bummer. I don't need to know all that. I actually think if you share things too soon, that's a red flag. And they're like, oh, well, it's kind of like a big deal that she opened up about that. And Kimmy's like, oh, is it though? My God, I didn't ask to hear about your brother's schmurder. I didn't consent to that. So she didn't care. She does not care at all. If you have trauma, she does not want to hear about it. She wants drinks, and more drinks. So again, another party girl with a bad habit for drugs. I just imagine all of these ladies, especially when they were younger, maybe now, do a little bit of the Coca-Cola classic. Yeah, a little bit of, they ride the nasal slopes, the white nasal slopes. Yeah, and then they spread gossip. Because like Naomi's saying, she was like, I heard it was a drug hit. And Margot and Martha are like, she didn't say that. It's all over. It's in the news. It's a drug hit. And they're like, well, that still, even if it was a drug hit, even if, let's say he was involved in drug, he still didn't deserve that. She's like, I don't know. I just want some Pinot Grigio. And so that's Kimmy. Now we have this beauty is Emma. Emma is a modern aristocrat and global fashion figure. Lady Emma Thine made history as the first woman of color to marry into the British aristocracy, becoming the Marchioness of Bath. Marchioness. I'm not saying that correctly, but we'll get it. A model, a luxury brand ambassador, Emma balances life at Longleat, her family's historic stately home, with aristocratic duties and public scrutiny, with a health concern, until a health concern puts everything into sharp perspective. So her husband is another titled individual, so he has a title, aristocracy. And so now she is the marionette. And yeah, she's the OG Meghan Markle. She even throws a little bit of shade at Meghan Markle, being like, Meghan Markle said she was the first, what did she say? She was the first woman of color to marry into British aristocracy, but she wasn't. It was me. And now I'm the only one. How Meghan left. So she definitely threw a little bit of shade. But she seems to be, so far, the one out of all the ladies who she's going to be very aware, it seems like, of how she is, portrayed. She seems to be the most mature, I guess, because she does have these duties and she does take care of this home. And it's like I think she said it was like the biggest, was like the biggest castle maybe in the UK. And they've opened it up to the public, not her and her husband, but previous generations. And now there's maybe like a zoo on site. So you see her putting mud on a hot rhino. But yeah, she's the most mature. And yeah, the shade to Meghan. She was like, it was actually me. Thank you so much. So far, she's like the safest. She's the most professional. She has her titles and she has to be a little more careful than some of the other women who are like, let's get drunk and let's talk about our trauma and men. And now they don't have Dara because, Dara, like I said, left. But let me look up, I can show you a picture of her, of London New Reign. But Dara was just a bummer. So Dara from the Ladies of London, the New Reign, describes herself as an architect, They were right away. They were like, I heard Dara's a madam. And Micah, her alleged bestie, went to bat for her. Micah was like, she is not a madam. She is not Heidi Fleiss. She is a good mom. She's a wonderful, she's my best friend. And once you get to know her, you guys are going to be so sad you ever said that. She's the nicest piece of nice that ever niced. And you guys don't know shit about her. But she said it nicely. And then when she tells Dara, she goes to her, she's like, Dara, because Dara wasn't there at this party where they were calling her a madam. She's like, Dara, I have to tell you something. And Dara's like, what? I literally just got off the phone with Venus Williams. I'm working. I love working. Okay. Yes, I have kids, but allegedly, what's her name? Princess Beatrice, Fergie's daughter, and the pedo Prince Andrew's daughter is raising my kids. That I was worried when she was like, my kids are with, because I guess her ex, Dara's ex, married Princess Beatrice, who we all know is in the royal family and is Fergie's daughter. I'm thinking, oh, then your kids will have, I hope they don't have any proximity to Prince Andrew's nasty ass. That's what I was worried about. But Dara seemed so, she's just so fake. This lady is the fakest. Oops, let me share it like this. So Beatrice on the right, Dara on the left. And so when Micah told her, the ladies think you're a madam, she was like, so? I don't care. It's not even a big deal. And Micah was like, what? That would be such a big deal to me. I stuck up for you. She's like, oh, now I have some tea. Some friends that we have are mad at you because you're friends with another friend who doesn't like them. So there you go. Now that's real tea. Like, what? Someone's calling you a madam. And she just went right back at Micah and said, that's stupid, Micah. I don't even care. But you know what? Some of our friends hate you because you're nice to people who aren't nice to them. Mm-hmm. There's the real tea. So Dara has this dinner, and that's when she quits the show. And she brings some friends. And when the friends are introducing themselves, it seems like Dara's a madam because they're like, how do you know Dara? Well, she's a connector and she connects young women. And you're like, what? Is Dara on the Epstein list? I'm just asking questions here. Okay. Obviously, allegedly.
It's inappropriate.
But she was so unlikable. So Dara is the mother, like I said, of Princess Beatrice's stepson. She quit Ladies of London after 3 episodes, so people's reporting on this. She was caught on camera making negative comments about her friend Micah, I guess, and they've known each other since they were teenagers, leading her to say she wasn't made for reality TV. Micah said she doesn't believe that Dara's proximity to the royal family affected her decision to leave the show. No. But Dara, an architect, allegedly, or madam, we don't know, and the mother of Princess Beatrice's stepson, Christopher Wolfe, was one of 9 women cast to appear on the rebooted 4th season of the Bravo reality series Ladies of London. However, following the show's 2-part premiere last week, it was evident that Dara was not long for the reality world. She and castmate Micah, an etiquette coach, had been longtime friends prior to joining the show together. But drama at a dinner party with the rest of the cast drove a wedge between them that Micah said severed the friendship for good. So they do have like a breakup on the show. And I'm like, finally, Micah, wake up. Some have wondered if Dara, 43, was concerned about airing too much dirty laundry on the show, given her proximity to the notoriously buttoned-up royal family, who are in the midst of several major scandals right now. But during a post-premiere appearance on Watch What Happens Live, Micah, 43, said she doesn't think that's the reason that Dara decided to leave. No, she decided to leave because she got caught talking shit. She was like, oh, crap, this is going to be bad for my brand. She thinks she's too good. And she didn't want to be held accountable. And now she's caught lying. So that's why she quit. She couldn't gaslight her friend. She was literally trying to gaslight Micah. She's not a good person. Yeah, they said she's a connector. And we're like, and everyone said, oh, so she's a madam? I don't think it had anything to do with it. And that's what Micah said. Micah says, no, I think it had nothing to do with it. I think people saw the real her. Yeah. And it's going to hurt your business, girl. I think she got caught in a really bad lie and there was no way out of it. And she realized that it was like a trapped animal and they panic and then she quit. And I will say, if you are ever wondering, if you ever are like, what does it look like when a alleged friend really hates you, you know, and is faking the funk, but really doesn't respect you, thinks you're beneath them, thinks you're trash, thinks you're cringe, watch literally the first maybe 3 episodes. You probably only need to watch 1 episode and any interactions between these 2 women, Micah and Dara, because it'll show you what it looks like when it's very one-sided. The way that Dara thinks she is so much better than Micah, and she's just, you know, one of those people that behind Micah's back, she takes every opportunity to stab her, every opportunity to put her down. It seems like she just keeps her around to kind of kick her. You know, when it's convenient, she'll be her friend, but really she's like, I don't want to be seen with her. She is so weird. Ew. Yeah, she's cringe. Because Micah, they work, I think, in the same building. Their offices are. And Micah brought Dara like cute little walkie-talkies and they were pink so they could talk to each other. They're supposed to be best friends. And Dara opened it and she goes, oh, yeah. They had to be pink. Okay, that's great. And poor Micah is like, isn't this fun? Isn't this cute? It'll be so fun. I love you. And Dara's like, okay, well, I have to go because like Venus Williams is on the phone. And I'm going to Tuscany, wherever that is. I don't know. My assistant booked it. And I'll see you never. And that's what it looks like. So if you're like, I don't know if I read people properly. I have this friend who maybe, I don't know if they like me or they're treating me poorly. Go check this out. And if you've ever been treated like Dara treats Micah, just know that friend hates you. Yes, like Evelyn's saying, it's a case study of a fake friend. It's so bad. Dara is just, she's like first season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills level hatred, like what's her face? Camille. Just pretentious, up her own butt, thinks she's important, fakes the funk, judgy, all the bad stuff. You know, it's just crazy. So there's Dara. So then at the dinner party in question, cast member Missy, the model, accused Dara of calling Micah cringe and tacky and talking shit about her. And Dara denied making the comments at first, saying, she was like, Micah's my sister. Okay, don't listen to them, Micah. Micah even tries to talk to Dara and pull her aside, like, maybe we should talk. Even though Micah shouldn't have been the one to pull her aside. She was the one getting shit talked about her. And Dara goes, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah. And Micah says, so we should just talk later. Yeah. She did not care that Micah's feelings were hurt. Just borderline cruel. This Dara chick is. So, yuck. So then Dara ends up saying, I don't think I'm made for this, babe. She's one of those people who says, babe. Oh my God. The worst women I know are the ones that are always like, thanks, babe. Oh my God, babe. Babe. Oh my God, love you, babe. They're always the ones that are like, stab you in the back. So anyone that overuses babe, like, thanks, babe. You're the best, babe. Love you, babe. So good to see you, babe. Looking good, babe. Behind your back, they're like talking mad shit. That's just what I've learned in my 46 years on this earth. All right. So she's like, I don't think I'm made for this, babe. And she's heard saying this on camera, but outside of the scene. I'm not made for this. This is not me. Like, I love Micah, but she doesn't have my experience of being thrown under a bus. I did say those things. So even though she admitted to saying the things, she comes back to the table and they're like, did you say that? No, I didn't. Let's just have a really nice dinner. She kept just saying, let's have a really nice dinner. And poor Missy is like, I'm just trying to be authentic and put stuff out there. You're talking shit. And all that Dara could say is, no, this is not important. Let's just have a really nice dinner. Let's have some yum-yums in our tum-tums. And just don't worry about it. Micah, it's like not a big deal. And Micah just sits there like she's stunned. She's hurt. She's embarrassed. She is stuck up for this woman. She's told the group this is her best friend. Now she's finding out. She's talking all this mad shit behind her back. And Dara's just like, it's not even a big deal. Let's just have some really good nummy num nums. Let's just eat. Let's have a good dinner. How can you have a good dinner? You haven't addressed it. It was like cuckoo. So Dara's done. And when they meet up later, her and Micah, she's still not apologetic because, Micah's like wants an apology. And Dara says something like, well, what about me? What about me? It's like, bitch, you got caught talking shit on your alleged best friend who you've been talking shit about the whole time. Probably your whole friendship. And you're like, what about me?
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
It's super gross. This chick is just so triggering. She gives a little, some people in the chat are like, Lauren Matthias. Very, possible narcissistic personality. Just bad. It's like, let's just have dinner. Let's just have a good time. It's not a big deal. And then she briefly, even the way she spoke, she's very disingenuous. Even the way she spoke about Princess Beatrice being the stepmom to her child just seemed fake, and so it was just too much. I was like, get this lady. I'm like, I am going to tear this lady up all season. So maybe that's why she quit. Because she's like, ugh, that weirdo Midwestern girl, Jolene, is going to roast me like every episode. And I'm like, so good. I'm like an architect. I'm the architect of madams. Yes. Evelyn, thank you for being a member for 57 months. I think you and Indiana Girl Jules are tied. It says your Dara impression is spot on. Dara, I've met Daras. I have met Daras. I lived in LA. Like I have befriended Daras before. They're the fucking worst. I was like, oh, I want a Daria and I'm getting a Dara. It sucks. Oh, babe. What about me, babe? Babe, so good to see you. And I'm like, I don't know. The vocal fry, the condescending. Oh, babe, it's so good to see you. You made it. Oh, you look so cute, babe. Now, very dismissive. Just a jerky jerk face. So unfortunately, she has quit the show, allegedly. So I don't think we're going to see her anymore. Yes, Goldie says 95% Dara in LA. Hi, what can you, and just looking over you, to the next, see if there's someone more important walking in the room they can talk to. Just like, yeah, what's new with you? Oh my God, babe, that sounds amazing. Really? Oh, what? Oh, yeah. All three of your grandmothers died? Oh my God, that's such a bummer. Oh shit, I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh my God, they're gonna remove half your lung. Oh, sorry, babe. Oh my God, I have to go talk to that person. Okay, because I'm waiting to hear back from them. All right, because they have a manager that I'm hoping that they can hook me up within. Their manager can hook me up and probably be my. Anyways, I gotta go. But good luck with your lung. Oh my God, I'm sure you're gonna be fine. You'll be like so hot, babe, with like half a lung. You could weigh less. Okay, bye. So many. Yes, Rachel Zoe does say babe a lot, and she's in that world. It's just so fake. It's so fake. It's so climber. It's social climber. It's disingenuous. It's all the things I hate. Yuck. Oh my God, I'll be right back. I have to go over there and talk to that person. Oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom. What were you telling me about your father's murder? Oh my God. save it. Hold that thought. Hold that tragedy. I'll be right back. Hi. Oh my God. Are you a CAA? That is crazy. I have been trying to get with them or Brillstein. I don't know if you know somebody, but what about that new show you're on? Stop. And you're literally, opening up to them and they're gone. They are gone, you guys. So, Ladies of London overall, all the thumbs up. So freaking good. Loved it. Loved it. Gonna keep watching it and we'll keep giving little updates and roastings. You guys, if you haven't smashed that like, please do. I think we're up to like 154 likes. We're getting closer and closer to 200. All right. How about the Oscars? I accidentally watched part of the Oscars last night.
Allegedly.
And I'll be honest with you, I have seen 0 of the movies that were nominated. I want to. I'm going to watch Sinners because I like Michael B. Jordan and I heard there's vampires. So I'm going to watch that. But it was nice to see Michael B. Jordan win the Oscar for Best Actor. And Timothy Chalamet, oh my God, that is a Timothy Chalamet. He, what a fall from grace. Timothy did himself no favors because a lot of this Oscar stuff is, campaigning for it. And this Marty Supreme, which I haven't seen, but some of my good friends got a table tennis, what is it, a board? No, what is it? Right? It's ping pong, got a ping pong table. Because of that, and I was over there a few weekends ago and we were playing ping pong, and ping pong is actually very hard and I am not good at it. I'm good at cheating at it, but I'm not good at the ping ponger. But apparently Marty Supreme is supposed to be great. Here's my thing. Here's my hot take with Timothy Chalamet a lot. I don't care about him. And I am not ready to jump on the Timothy Chalamet is the best thing to ever happen. And I am all in on hating on Timothy Chalamet. Lots. Nepo, which all of Hollywood, Nepo baby, made just so when he made those comments about like the ballet and the opera, not a fan. I saw an interview with Sarah Paulson where she was saying he just came over to her table. She was out to dinner with some friends and possibly fellow actresses. And he just like ate bread off her table. And she goes, so you're just going to eat the bread? He's like, yeah, I'm going to eat the bread. Like, I'm over him. You're not going to convince me he's the 90s Leo. All right. I know Leo, he has his own issues today, but back in the day, it was all about Leo. You're not going to give me Timothy Chalamet, okay, and try to sell that to me as like the modern day Leo or Redford or Nicholson or Denzel or, you know what I mean? Like the new It guy actor. Michael B. Jordan all day, every day. I've actually seen Michael B. Jordan movies. I've honestly never seen a Timothy Chalamet movie before. And I'm sure my parents did see the Bob Dylan movie and they liked it, but they like Bob Dylan because he's from Minnesota. So that could have influenced them. But I am kind of here for the hating on Timothy Chalamet. I honestly don't think I've seen a movie with Timothy Chalamet. Damalay. Timothy Charcuterie Board. I don't think I've seen Timothy Charcuterie Board movie. I'm going to probably watch Marty Supreme because once I played a little ping ponger, I was like, this is fun. But some say it's overrated. Some say it's not. But he was just all the talk. You know, him showing up with Kylie Jenner and they're just like, oh, and then him. I think it's weird. I don't care. I think it's weird that when he wins an award, he's my partner. Your partner in what? Your business partner? Is it your girlfriend? Is it your fiance? Is it your lady friend? I'm sorry, what? Just the way he was like, and he never says her name. Maybe he say partner, but my partner, Kylie. He never says Kylie. He just says my partner. And she's like, oh my God, yes, my partner. I am just over it.
You're despicable.
So I was so happy. I was like, Michael B. Jordan, give it to Michael B. Jordan. Like, I'm just over. Michael B. Jordan isn't a Nepo baby. All right. Timothy Chalamet is just all the things. Didn't Timothy Chalamet work with Woody Allen too? Allegedly. I'm over it. I don't think I saw Call Me By Your Name, Otter. That was like a big deal. So maybe that's the movie I missed to get on the Timothy charcuterie board train. I'm sure he's in good movies, but I just didn't. I'm going to watch that. And what other one was he in? I need to get caught up. But Michael B. Jordan, just like hotter, more talented, not a Nepo baby. It seemed pretty simple to me. Okay. Quinn says it seems like the kind of people that never say each other's name ever. So weird. Also, the director, who won Best Director? What was his name? Is he married to Maya Rudolph and he didn't thank her? Best Director winner, Oscar, Maya Rudolph, husband. Googling with Joleen. Yes, Paul Thomas Anderson is the acclaimed director and partner, another partner, so many partners, to Maya Rudolph, winning Oscars. I don't think he thanked her. I was listening. And when he was sitting next to Maya Rudolph, I was like, oh my God, I like you. I didn't see your movie too. I did not see your movie either, sir. But it is the Leo movie. I might watch it. Okay. And when he was right next to Maya, I was like, okay, I'm on board. And then he gets up there and he's like, thank you. Did I miss it? I don't think he thanked her. I'm like, how could you not thank Maya Rudolph? All right. You should be like kissing the floor every day that you're with Maya Rudolph. What? It's Maya Rudolph. She's amazing. And he was just like, blah, blah, blah. And Maya Rudolph say, if you're going to say partner, because you don't want, I get it. Not everyone wants to be married. Who cares? Don't get married. Whatever. Don't care. But my partner, Maya Rudolph, the wonderful, amazing, hilarious Maya. Oh, he did later? I hope so. Because I was heartbroken. Like, how are you? Because she was holding his Oscar. And she was in the crowd and she was so proud. I'm like, but you thank her every time. You thank your significant other. If you're in a serious relationship, it seems like, what? They have 4 children. Bitch, you have 4 children?
Allegedly.
With her. The couple has been together since 2001.
It's not enough.
You go to hell. You go to hell and you die, sir. Oh my God. I need you to, you have to put out a poetry book now. Now you got to put out a poetry book. They have 4 children, Pearl, Lucille, Jack, and Minnie. Every time you step on this stage, first, I'd like to thank my beautiful partner in life, Maya Rudolph. Without you, none of this would be possible. Oh my God. Jackie, so good to see you. Thank you so much for the $7.99. Says, oh, so needed this today. You always make me laugh. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. And thank you for joining us. And thank you for the super chat. You are a dang sweetie with the CD. Yeah, Maya Rudolph is a national treasure. The first name on your mind should be your partner. Okay? If my husband won at an improv theater that used to be in LA, what was it called? I forget. He won like the award for like the year for like improviser or something of the year. He thanked me to the point where people were looking at me like, I get it. And I was like, bitch, shut up. Let him talk. Let him talk. Because especially when you're in just any relationship of any business, but when you're both creatives like that, you know what it takes to support each other and to get there. And he was like, my wife. And I was like, mm-hmm. And I swear I did not tell him to say that. Maybe when he was sleeping, I was like, you better fucking say thank you, Jolene. Thank you, Jolene. You're the best, Jolene. You're the best person in the whole wide world, Jolene. The most beautiful girl. Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world? You're the reason that God made a girl. Just that. But no, I wasn't even expecting him to mention me that much. And that was, at IO West. It was at IO West in LA, which is now gone, but I think still in Chicago. And I was like, oh my God, my husband. And so the fact that Paul Thomas Anderson, the 3-name guy, I did not hear when he won director award, him thank her. And she had 3 babies. 3 babies. 3 babies. I was like, what is wrong with you, sir? What is wrong with you? So, oh my goodness. 4 babies, not 3, 4 babies. Even I played it down. It was 4. Right? Good job, Chal. Way to go, Chal. That's crazy. Oh my God. So just for that, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this guy. I don't know how I feel about this guy. Yeah, I don't know what that person was talking about. So I just, out of the chat, I was like, what did I do? Oh, I don't. And then I have to ask what I did, and then they'll explain it, and then it won't be anything because I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, how could a man, hello, Kresha, so good to see you. Yeah, how could a man forget the woman who pushed out a baby in front of them? So I would like to thank Maya Rudolph for being here today. And she's the reason for the season. And when she shit her dress in the middle of the street on Bridesmaids, it changed me, and it made me a better comedian, and it made me want to take risks like shitting myself. So thank you, Maya. Thank you so much. Oh, he did? So did I just go on and on? Oh boy. Now I'm gonna have to apologize to what's his name? Paul Thomas Anderson. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Did he win 2 things? Could I have gotten it half right? All right. Dear Paul Thomas Anderson. Ange says you think, did he say Maya Rudolph though? Maybe he said Maya and okay. All right. God, I was so ready to hate him. God damn it. Damn it.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
All right. Paul Thomas Anderson, I am sorry if I have accused you of something you didn't do or you did do. But I'm sure somewhere along the line you didn't do what you're supposed to do. So I'm still mad at you. Paul Thomas Anderson. So he said Maya. Okay. Well, maybe I thought it was someone in the movie. And then, so he should have said Maya Rudolph. So you're still wrong, you piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. How did Paul Thomas Anderson? She has a full name, Maya Rudolph. She doesn't go by Maya Anderson. We don't just call her Maya. Okay. Her name is Maya Rudolph. God. Okay. Okay. See, I knew it. I knew I couldn't trust this motherfucker. Evelyn said there was a time in the past where he forgot. I knew it, Paul. I take it back. I'm not sorry. Okay. Never forget. Hashtag never forget, Paul. Is that your name? Yeah, I keep having to look because I keep forgetting his name. You never forget. You celebrate your woman.
You patriarchy.
Or the woman who chose to be with you, Paul Thomas Anderson. And just one first name, not the middle name too. Okay, I understand Michael B. Jordan because Michael Jordan. But who else is Paul? Well, there's a lot of Paul Andersons. I dated a Paul Anderson, so I guess. Oh God, whatever. I'm still mad at you. Okay. Brian said, you know who's another 3-name person we love? Jonathan Taylor Thomas, JTT. Where's he? Where's he been? Where's JTT? Brian, now you're going to get a Googling with Joleen. Where is Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Now, hopefully he's not a horrible person. He's 43. Oh, he has a quiet life. He's focused on directing, writing scripts. This is according to People magazine in 2024, and taking advantage of his free time. He watches a lot of movies. No, he's 44 because he might be 45. He's like a little younger than me, probably 44, maybe 45. Okay, we don't know. And he lives a quiet, private life in Southern California, having largely stepped away from acting to focus on education, behind the scenes work. After starring in Home Improvement, hey JTT, he graduated from Columbia. Oh my God, fancy pants. Okay. Having also studied at Harvard and St. Andrews University, he occasionally directs and has expressed more interest in writing than acting. Okay. All right. So yeah, he's just kind of behind the camera. He's just kind of chilling. He did a lot. He deserves to just relax. I liked Michael B. Jordan's speech too. And his mom is a stunner. And then he had his sisters and his dad was there. And I thought he did a great job of thanking everybody. Unlike somebody, Paul Thomas Anderson, I'm talking to you. Okay. Maya Rudolph is her name. Maya Rudolph. Like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Maya Rudolph had my babies, all 4, and she pushed them out her baby door. So I should thank her first with her full name. Okay. Oh. B12 says, I love JTT. Back off, ladies. I'm serious though. I watched, he was in kind of a silly, I know he was in a few Christmas movies, but I think he was in one that I had never seen. I'll Be Home for Christmas. It was a 1998 Disney film. And in this movie, in this comedy Christmas movie, he plays a college student trying to get home for the holidays to win a Porsche, facing numerous obstacles along the way. And he was dating Jessica Biel at the time, in the movie, I should say. And it was so bad it was good. I think I've watched it like 2 years in a row now. The I'll Be Home for Christmas in 1998. With his character, Jake, who's a student in California, a college student. He's bribed by his father to come home to New York for Christmas, and he learns a valuable lesson and not taking the people you love for granted and all the things. So, but I had never seen it before. I was like, what is this? I told my husband, Cho, we are going to watch Sinners this week because I have been so like, I don't care about the freaking Hollywood and movies. And if it were up to me, I think they should cancel the Oscars altogether. And they should just, until we get some transparency with this stuff and fight for like the release of the full Epstein files and other things. I don't care. I don't want to celebrate rich people, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Don't really care. But Sinners. Once I heard Michael B. Jordan and vampires, I'm like, why didn't people lead with that? I heard Sinners and I honestly thought it was like an old timey Western movie. And I don't know if you're new here, if it's in the Wild Wild West, I'm not watching it. Will Smith can write a million songs, Wild Wild West. I'm not watching it. It's gross. I hate the Wild Wild West. I don't like it. I can barely watch Back to the Future 3 because that time everyone's breath stunk. People weren't bathing properly. There's all dust and trains and pew-pews and boots, and the horses are thirsty, and I just can't enjoy it. So anytime it's like Wild Wild West, but if there's vampires and Michael B. Jordan, I might be able to deal with that.
Turn his TV off.
Normally, I'm like, no. So I really thought it was just, oh, here we go. Another Wild Wild West type movie. Don't care. Bring a book, oh my gosh, congratulations. Too old to give a shit, says Joleen. I just celebrated 36 years of marriage. Oh my God, that is amazing. 36 years. Oh, put your hearts in the chat. You're too old to give a shit. I don't think I'll live long enough to celebrate 36 years of marriage, right? Yeah, that would be like 20 some more years. Will I be alive in 20 years? How old will I be? Oh, I could. Well, no. Math. I might be. But congrats. That's amazing. Amazing. So yeah, I definitely want to watch Sinners. I'm going to watch that Leo movie, I think. There was some other movies that maybe I'll watch. But really, I was shocked that I even caught the Oscars or cared. So I only caught part of it, but I did see the tribute to Rob Reiner. I thought Billy Crystal did a great job with his Rob Reiner tribute. I sent that to Nana because she loves Rob Reiner, loves Billy Crystal. And then we had Rachel McAdams with the Diane Keaton. Oh my God, I had no idea Diane Keaton would sing the Girl Scout song on set. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. A circle's round that has no end. That's how long I want to be your friend. Like, I love that song. I was a Girl Scout and a brownie, but I wasn't a Girl Scout for super long. But I really was there for the cookies and that song. So I love that she did that. And then I didn't watch Barbara Streisand's To Robert Redford. I didn't. I probably should have. Maybe I should go back. There's just something about Barbara where she's a legend, she's an icon, she's everything, but I'll just skip it. I know I'm going to hell. It's so bad. I'm like, thank you, Barbara. Thank you. And then, and then at the end of Rob Reiner's, they had a bunch of actors. Jerry O'Connell, the H of H, came out. But noticeably missing was Corey Feldman. And he just did that 40 years with Will Wheaton and Jerry O'Connell for Stand By Me. So they had all, like a lot of, not all, but a lot of the actors that were in many of Rob Reiner's movies. Demi Moore was up there. And so that was nice. Micah says, am I the only one that thought Sinners and what's Challengers? Don't ask me. We're the same movie. I haven't seen either. Is that a new movie too? Okay. Oh. What is going? Did I not put the chat on? Did I forget to put it on subscribers only? Because I'm getting like the weirdest comments happening in here. I'm like, what is going on? Let me check, because I don't know what Audrey's talking about. That would actually probably make me feel the opposite way. But okay. Let me see. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe I'm just asking for it. I'm just asking to be trolled. Is Joe Rogan dead? What? No, I haven't subscribers. Huh. Maybe you're just a subscriber. I don't know. What's going on? Yes, Earthly says the Streisand effect did it for me. Never was a fan to begin with. Sorry, not sorry, Barbara. Yeah, that whole thing, that was a rough lesson in, she was like, don't put my house up there. Don't put that picture. And then that didn't work out that well for her. Oh my God, you were a Daisy too? I always wanted to be a Daisy, but it was before. Oh, hello, Gilbert. Hello. Michelle, you're back. Good to see you. I heard Sinners was great too. I heard it. That's what I heard. Okay, now we have to talk about something that is so annoying to me. So sad, so annoying. Thank you, Michelle, for the super sticker. I appreciate that. The Buffy reboot. You know, I've been waiting for the Buffy reboot. Obviously, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, my favorite television show of all time. Love it, love it, love it so much. I was hoping that eventually I would just be hired as a writer on the reboot, you know, like, duh, it makes sense. Come on, read my spec. Anyways. And Sarah Michelle Gellar put out a statement saying Hulu decided not to go forward with the Buffy reboot. What the frick?
It's not enough.
I was so sad to see this. And what sucks is, you know, they had allegedly, I mean, they had the cast, they had the pilot script written, they had the pilot script, I believe, filmed. They had they had Chloe, who is a Chinese filmmaker, and she was nominated this year for director, I believe, for Best Director. I don't know which movie she was nominated for. Let me see. She's an acclaimed filmmaker known for her intimate, authentic storytelling. She made history as the first woman of color and second woman to win the Academy Award for Best Director. She was directing the fucking Buffy reboot. And Hulu's like, no, bye. So they already filmed it. At this point, if the pilot is already filmed, let the people decide. So I've seen so many people reaching out to Hulu like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? And then people tweeting at Netflix saying, Netflix, do the right thing. Netflix, you could do the right thing. It needs to be picked up. Because this is ridiculous. It's the first time, finally, Sarah Michelle Gellar signed on. Like previously on Felicity, Sarah Michelle Gellar wanted nothing to do with any kind of reboot. And after all these years, she's like, okay, I'm in. And she gets Chloe, the director she wants. Sarah herself, I believe, either picked or was very pivotal in picking the new Slayer. And there was all this hype. Why even tease us? And then Sarah turned to her social media to tell us that the Buffy reboot, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, not going forward at Hulu. Ugh. It's just like...
And line crime.
I'm going to do a civil stalking injunction. Now, some people were saying that it was because the pilot was bad. But you will find that most of those people are men.
We are living in the stupid era. This is the stupid era.
I've only seen that take from men on social media. I honestly think it's the climate. I think it's the political climate. I think everything that Buffy represents is a direct attack on everything going on right now. And that's what made Buffy so great. Is Buffy is all about empowering the disenfranchised. It brings up women. I mean, there are, like feminism, like all the stuff, all the good stuff of empowerment. And we know that a lot of, that Hulu has been, I guess, influenced previously with like Jimmy Kimmel. Remember when Hulu was like, okay, Jimmy, you're done. And then everyone's like, fuck you, Hulu and ABC. And they're like, just kidding, Jimmy, you can come back. Because this administration, if you think they don't have a say and they're not in this shit when it comes to entertainment, they are, unfortunately. And I myself have learned this just through being like a writer and trying to sell scripts and stuff of what they're looking for right now. And there's a lot of these larger corporations, production companies, networks that are trying to appease President Cankles. And so they don't want to upset the bloated orange goblin. And so unfortunately, it is having an effect on our entertainment. And I just think that there's no way the pilot sucks. Sarah would not okay it. Chloe, Oscar award-winning director, come on now. I think it has more to do with Hulu again, ABC again, simping for whatever this new TPUS, whatever that thing is, whatever this new Erica Kirk world is we live in. They're like, wait a minute. But are the women making bread? Does the Slayer slay bread in the kitchen and then not vote and want her husband one vote per family? Is that no? So the women are powerful, you say. We can't have that. We can't have that. So I think that is what's going on here, just from what I've heard within, being a creator myself in the world of, creating worlds and script writing and trying to sell things. That it's like, oh, definitely once Trump took over again, there was a shift of what people will buy and what these networks and streaming services are putting out. So I think it has a little bit to do with that. That's just me, obviously speculating. Okay.
We're living in the stupid era.
And also,
this is the stupid
America
era.
Just right now, they just hate fun and women.
Hey man, is it just me, or does it seem like America actually hates women?
Because this is if there was a time we needed Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's now. A time where we rise up and we find the Slayer in us all and slay this shit and go, bitch, you work for me. All you motherfuckers. Okay, Lindsey Graham, you work for me, bitch. All right? You're elected. Okay, my interests. And you slay them. Now would be the time. But no, sadly, hopefully someone else picks it up. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. We will see. Missy says, we're going backwards in time. All the progress is being undone. I know. I always think it must be so strange for like my parents, my mom, and people who are even older than me. I mean, I myself can see progress that was made that now they're totally, destroying with, especially after hearing the interviews with the Doge Bros, who were the ones that were supposed to cut things, and they were cutting DEI. It's just like, oh my God, what in the children of the corn, what in the incel operators is going on over here? But I think it must be so weird for, you know, the boomers too, except for the ones that want this shit for some reason, to see like, oh, we already did this. What are we doing? What are we doing? Lucy says crowdfunding. Oh, you mean with the Buffy thing? Possibly, but yeah, I guess they could independently put out the show. I doubt they'll do anything like that, but yeah, Lindsey Graham, the warmonger. Oh my God, Lindsey, just come out of the closet already. Like, seriously, you don't have to kill a billion people. Just say you're gay. Someone yelled that to him recently, like, oh, Lindsey, it'd be so much easier to just come out rather than killing all these people. Hello. Okay, just go on Grindr in peace and leave the world alone. Yeah, we've done this many, many times before. So unfortunately, it's, I mean, I guess 2026, we're kind of used to this, not used to, but it doesn't surprise me that that would be the case, and that it sinks in and slips into every facet of society and entertainment and all the things. But I think that's the reason. I don't think that it's that the pilot is shitty. And if it is, then release the crack and release the pilot and let us decide. All right? Because fans were so excited because we actually had Sarah Michelle Gellar on board. You had a lot of the former cast members excited and on board. You had a great director. It appeared that they found really good writers. They found a new little like cast for the Scoobies. And I think one of the cast members was, you know, on Severance, how there's that young girl and she works in the office there. What is her name? Oh, she's so cute. But she's very... she is very deadpan. God, what is her character's name? Let me pull it up here. But I think she was one of the Scoobies. She could have been the new Willow. She's the young Asian girl. What is her name? She plays, does she play Miss Hung? And she's 19 in real life. Sarah Bach. Okay, let me see. Sarah Bach. Buffy reboot. Yes, she was in it, you guys. Oh my God, she's so good. I loved her on Severance. Here, let me show you a picture. If you're like, who is Jolene talking about now? Here's what I'm talking about. Sarah Bach. Okay. Let me share that there. Hi, Eddie. Good to see you. Dr. Macy says, my grandparents are in their 90s. Oh my gosh, and cannot believe what has happened and that they are the only ones in their rural Idaho town. That's appalled. I just think of what like my grandpa Wally would have thought. He would have hated this. But yes, the grandparents. So this is Sarah Bach. If you guys watched Severance, I love Severance. She was in Severance, and now she's going to be in the Buffy reboot. I don't know who she was going to be, but it says Sarah Bach, Jack Cutmore, Scott, and more join cast for Buffy Vampire Slayer reboot pilot. Oh my goodness. Okay, Hollywood Reporter, we get it. The reboot was announced back in February of last year. And now Hulu said, It's like, Hulu, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Yeah, she's 19. She looks like just a baby. Yes, it was her. So I wonder, was she going to be the Slayer? I don't know. But she's so good in Severance. I adore her. And I was like, holy shit. Would have been great. So, unfortunately, no Buffy. And I'm like, so sad. But thus, hopefully I'm really hoping someone else will pick it up. another streaming service, another network, something. Someone's got to have some fucking ovaries and pick up this reboot, or at least put the pilot out. Because you can go on YouTube and you can see for the first Buffy the Vampire Slayer show that came out in 97, they did a pilot episode that they filmed. And they decided that they didn't like it because they wanted to recast the young woman who played Willow. And ultimately we got Allison Hannigan, which it, like, watching it now, you're like, that only makes sense that Allison Hannigan is Willow. And so, but you can go on YouTube and you can see the original pilot to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I think one of them's in like black and white. I'm like, hello, it was 1997, not 1907. What's going on? But this, I feel so bad for that original Willow. Oh. And she did fine. She did a great job. But, you know, now having watched, I can't look at it objectively. Because I've seen the whole series multiple times, and it only makes sense that Allison Hannigan would play Willow. So if we can watch the original of Buffy with the original Willow pilot, why can't they put out the pilot? I would put it out there for the audience to decide and see. Like, if they release the pilot on YouTube or something, I guarantee it'll break records. People have been waiting for this. Now, some people are like, don't do it. I'm happy it's not happening. I don't want it to ruin the original, these reboots. And I get it. Sometimes these reboots can tarnish the OG. But the OG is the OG and it stands alone. I really don't think, and if Joss Whedon can't tarnish it, nothing can. And that guy was a real dick. He was the worst. But we didn't let him tarnish it. We're like, this show is about so much more, so many more writers, so many more actors, so much more of the people who worked on that set, who put in their blood, sweat, and tears and made that show amazing. Joss Whedon was whatever, another Nepo baby. Okay, who cares? I mean, we're not gonna ruin it for me. Just because he's another perv, not gonna ruin it for me. So I'm actually Team Bangel, and a lot of people are like, Joleen, how can you be such a super fan and be Team Bangel? But I am. So Charlie, I get it, but I understand the Spuffy people, the Team Spike people 100%. You know, I mean, I get it. I love Spike as a character, but I kind of closed my eyes during there. I had a friend who loved the Buffy and Spike in later seasons, like their steamy love scenes. And I was like this. I couldn't. I was like, no, it just didn't do it for me at all. But I know there's a lot of Spuffy people, and probably the Bangel people are in the minority now. Right, KB? KB says they take everything good away from us. Those dicks. Yeah, in honor of Hulu being a dick. Let's play Don't Be a Dick.
Don't be a dick, you're being a real dick. Stop being a dick, you're being a dick. Don't be a dick, that's what you're being right now. You need to stop, check yourself, and calm the fuck down. Don't be a dick, you're being a real dick. Stop being a dick, you're being a dick. With the things that you do, you're obviously very hurt, and that's why I think that you're a big fucking jerk. Don't be a dick, you're being a real dick. Stop being a dick, you're being a dick.
Yes, and like Lucy said, Firefly was announced yesterday that they are getting a reboot, that it is coming back. And that is another Joss Whedon, another show he created. And it was a 1-season wonder. Nobody understood why Firefly was canceled, because everyone who watched it loved it. So, but apparently there's a new Firefly animated series, in development, set to feature the original cast and continue the story between the 2002 TV show and the 2005 film Serenity. While Nathan, Fillion announced the project with the blessing of creator Joss Whedon. Oh no, is he a part of it? I hope he's not a part of it. Whedon is not actively involved following allegations of misconduct. Okay, so he's not involved. The series is currently in development with Shadow Machine handling the end. So it'll be an animated series, and the original obviously was live action. So the project aims to bring back the original cast to voice their characters, says Forbes. Well, I think that could be interesting. I'm down for an animated series. And isn't he the one who's now is he on the Rookie? Nathan the Rookie. Because my little niece loves the Rookie. And she's like almost 12. But I'm like, how do 12-year-olds know? I didn't even know what the Rookie was. So I watched the Rookie and I'm like, I don't think this is a. But I remember being her age and I would watch all kinds of different shows. I was watching like Cheers and Golden Girls and what else was that? Was that 1992, 1991? Blossom. There were so many shows, but there were probably shows that weren't appropriate. Yes, there were Buffy comics. There were multiple Buffy comics, some that were affiliated with Joss Whedon and some that weren't. I have some of like the hard book ones and some of the soft, like what do you call them? Soft comic, not hardcover comics. And some of you in the past gifted me some of those, which I have, which I love. I love reading the comics. And some of the comics then went into what happened to Buffy after, what happened to that whole world, the Buffy verse, all the Scoobies post the season 7 finale, series finale. So, yeah, there's a massive audience, Fire, Ice, Naughty, Nice, for Buffy. What the fuck are they thinking? They're idiots. They're idiots. Yeah, Murder, She Wrote. Remember that there was a lot of shows about angels back then, kind of. Well, there was Quantum Leap. Remember that guy would go into other people's bodies? That was actually a good show. And then there was that other Highway to Heaven. I really liked, when I was a kid, I used to love watching Highway to Heaven. And that, something about heaven. I think they were angels or something. I don't even remember. But I watched a little bit of the Rookie just to see what my niece was watching. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then my husband took her to see I guess it would be the police station that they always show in the episode, the building they use in LA. He took her there and she thought that was like so cool because I always go to the high school in Torrance, California, where the Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, where Sunnydale High School was. And also they filmed West Beverly there. And I've been there multiple times and I'm excited to hopefully maybe this summer or next summer take my niece and nephew to that high school because they've watched a little bit of Buffy with me as well. Touched by an Angel. There was Highway to Heaven, Touched by an Angel. So many angel shows. Yes, graphic novels, D. Yes, I have some of the graphic novels, some comic books, some whatever. Yeah, Quantum Leap was good. Did they remake it? I know they remade the Twilight Zone. I really like the Twilight Zone. Me and my mom watch the old episodes of Twilight Zone because she has her favorites that we'll watch. And I think, didn't Key and Peele do the Twilight Zone? That was probably like 5 to 8 years ago now. And that, I wonder why that reboot didn't take or why it's not still on. Yeah, Seventh Heaven. Everything was about angels in heaven in the 90s and late 80s. So, yeah, Ghost Whisperer. I feel like they don't have a lot of shows like that anymore. Yeah, justice for Buffy. Yeah, vintage Twilight Zone is the best. We recently, when my mom was here, we watched that episode with the genie where the couple who runs the antique shop, maybe in New York or something, where the genie comes down and they have 3 wishes and it goes obviously horribly wrong. And the first wish I think is for like $1 million. And at that time, I mean, $1 million was like $1 billion. And then the IRS comes knocking. He's giving out money to his neighbors. And like, now we don't have to work in this shitty, antique shop. And him and his wife's like, no, Roger. And he's like, let's shut up, woman. Because it's, old. And he's like, I'm going to wish for that. And then the IRS comes knocking and it's like, oh, you got $1 million? You owe us $952,000. He's like, what? So then he wishes to be like the ruler of a country, contemporary times, and he ends up being Adolf Hitler. Oh boy. So just every wish just gets worse and worse and worse. But that's a good one. The one where the couple takes a trip to like what would be Las Vegas, and the guy falls down the rabbit hole of gambling addiction. And his wife's like, oh, where are you? You know, and he's like, I'm gambling, woman. And back in the day, I guess you had to stand at the slot machines. I mean, that means you really love it. That means you're really addicted. Because if there's not a chair, I am walking by. I am not standing for that. No way. It really is. Brian says the 1950s Twilight Zone is some of the most innovative TV ever made. I mean, the episode with the mannequins, the mannequin episode, was a big influence, according to the makers of Severance, for their show, for their entire show. That one episode of Twilight Zone was very influential in them. Obviously, there's a book too that a lot of it's based on, but the mannequin episode is what they said was also something that influenced them. So that was good. Yeah, and Jordan Peele is so good. So I think I just missed. I think I maybe watched, probably because it was on CBS. No offense, all offense, CBS. But I watched Big Brother, sometimes Survivor, and that's about it. But I remember when the new Twilight Zone came out and having Jordan Peele attached to it, I thought this is going to be good. But then I don't know how long it lasted. They should bring it back. Yeah, Black Mirror, Nick, I love Black Mirror. I don't remember the last season that they had, but when Black Mirror first came out, it was just amazing. So good. I watched the mannequin one recently too with Nana. We always watch Twilight Zone. A lot of times we'll watch the same episodes because we like them. We also watch the Kick the Can Twilight Zone episode where the people at the old folks home want to relive their youth. So yeah, it's still kind of scary, Otter. There's times where, and I found out the host of the Twilight Zone, the guy that was always smoking, he died very young. He died at like 57 or something crazy, something way too young. Yes, the Kick the Can is such a good episode of the Twilight Zone. I don't watch Young Sheldon. You know who likes Young Sheldon? My mom. She likes. But she also used to watch 2.5 Men. Every time she'd visit me, like back in the day, when people still watch DVD, she brought her 2.5 Men DVD collection. And I was like, Nana, I love you, but get that shit out of here. Disgusting. I'm sure the only redeeming part of that show was Berta. I think her name was. Otherwise, I was like, no, Nana.
No, God, please, no.
Like, no, I know. With Young Sheldon. I'm sure lots of people like Young Sheldon. I never got into Big Bang Theory, none of that stuff. So, but I can see why people would watch maybe Young Sheldon or Big Bang Theory. I don't know why people watch 2.5. And I would just wake up. I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up hearing men. Uh-huh. And I'd be like, oh. And then they put Ashton Kutcher on it. Oh my God. And I've been watching Beauty on FX, which is basically, I don't know if I'd already told you guys this, but it's basically like the Demi Moore movie, The Substance, which was so disturbing, but so good. But in a TV show created by Ryan Murphy. And it's not very good. Ashton Kutcher is one of the main actors. And I'm like, oh God.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
And he's just too campy. I just can't with him. They have Evan Peters is in it. I'll watch anything he's in. I like him. But this show just keeps I'm not even finished. I think there's 10 episodes. Or maybe there's a couple more. And I think I still have 4 episodes to watch. And I'm just like, oh, we're still doing this. It takes twists and turns. It's clunky. It's gross, but not in a meaningful way like The Substance was. It just seems like a cheaper knockoff version of it. I don't like it at all. I don't know if any of you are watching that Beauty on FX, but let me see what people are saying about it. Because maybe I'm like, everyone's like, it's so great. But I did not think it's that great. So it's a gory and stylishly trashy body horror series from Ryan Murphy. Oh, it's earning a 71% approval rating for its campy and high stakes take on beauty as currency. while critics praise the visceral visuals and strong performances from cast members like Evan Peters, obviously, and Bella Hadid. What? Some found it somewhat slow with obvious themes. Yeah. It's just not my favorite. Sometimes I feel like when men write, especially for women characters, you can just tell as a woman. And I think this is the case for this show in a lot of ways, because how they wrote Evan Peters' partner, who's a woman, in like the FBI, and also his hookup partner. I was like, oh, a man wrote her. Women don't talk like that. We don't act like that. We don't talk like that. That ain't us. But I like it. I like that you tried. Way to go. So it's characterized as social satire or campy horror, focusing on the dark side of the beauty industry. It's just, I just think it's like the substance was like disturbing and gross, but you're just like, you had to finish it. You're just like, this is good, but this is not. The story is described as engaging and fast-paced in the beginning. Yeah, the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm in. While some reviewers felt Ashton Kutcher was a miscast. He is. No, he's not good. He's not a good actor. No offense, all offense, but no thank you.
It's not enough.
While some found it delightfully stupid and entertaining, others thought it was not as deep as it tried to be. That's how I feel. And even in the beginning, there's some like gratuitous, like I'm not a prude at all, but sometimes I'm just like, all right, so he's jacking off again. Okay. Like I get it. Lotion. And so, yeah, show, maybe just don't show this part. This is a little too much. Yeah, Curious Lisa. Is there a bright side to the beauty industry? And no, right? Bella was barely in it. Unless she's in the later episodes and I just haven't seen them yet. She was barely in it. Nurse Ratched was really good. I feel like Ryan Murphy, for the most part, he can be hit or miss now. Obviously, I love American Horror Story. I love Popular. A lot of the things he's done. American Horror Stories, I like that. But some of the stuff I'm like, we don't gotta do everything, Ryan. You can let somebody else do it. Okay? Yes. Ooh, Otter says Survivor 50 is good. And someone said American Horror Story Season 3 is the best season. Is Season 3 Coven? HS Season 3. It is Coven. Coven is real. You guys, I really like. Okay, so I like Coven. I like Murder House though. I really do. And I know that's like, Joleen, boring, bring a book. But I will always go back and rewatch Murder House. I'm obsessed with that house. That house was also featured on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm obsessed with Evan Peters and what's the actress's name? Their little love in that, or messed up love, I should say. I love the actress, the red hair. What the hell are their names? I gotta look it up because I'm already forgetting all the actors' names. Okay. Let's see. So Season 1 Murder House has that actress that I really like. I don't know what is her name. Oh, there we go. Cast. Obviously, Jessica Lange. Oh my God, Jessica Lange is everything. She's the best. I love her so much. Taisa Farmiga. I love her in it. Sarah Paulson, obviously. Evan Peters, obviously. But Lily Rabb, like, it's a lot of the people you're going to see that he uses later down the line. But the main lady, what's her name? Oh, Frances Conroy, who plays the older maid. She's so great. Oh, Connie Britton. I love Connie Britton. I think she's so charming. I love her. So I love Coven. I love Murder House. The only American Horror Story season I didn't love was Freak Show. And that's just on me, you guys. It really...
What could be more egregious?
Some of you are probably like,
what
could
be more misleading?
it's just too gross. I don't like any kind of carnival freak. I like carnivals, but I don't like that whole freak show aspect with seeing Evan Peters with the lobster thing, going to the ladies' parties. I just was like, no, not for me. Too gross. Don't want. Obviously, Asylum's really good. It's so dark, though. And we have a new American Horror Story coming out this fall. Connie's so good. She's so beautiful. She was in Dirty John. I just love her. I love her hair. I love everything about her. I love her face. I think I'm in love with Connie. Emma Roberts was great in all the American Horror Stories. Coven. And she appeared in a lot. What else are you guys saying? I know I do like myself some Evan Peters. I think he's a good little actor. I never got into Friday Night Lights, Flannel. Everyone said that was so good. I tried to sit down and watch it, and then I was overwhelmed by how many seasons. I'm like, oh, okay. I got to stop. I'm sure it's really good, but I got overwhelmed. Tammy, I loved Evil. They need to bring Evil back. Evil was such a good show. Evil was carrying Paramount Plus for me. That and the Big Brother live feeds. Like, Evil was so good. I was so sad that it ended. Rhinestone, wow, girl, thank you so much for coming in with the $9.99. Says, finally awake for a live, and hi to my hockey buddy, Producer Prince. Yes, Producer Prince loves when the hockey's on. I need to do a little puck. He's so cute. Right? Evil was so good. And there was a push like from the cast to bring it back. I don't know why they got rid of it. It was literally, the acting was so great. The storylines were fun and scary, but silly and sometimes sexy. It was really good. Oh, Molly, you fell in love with Connie watching Friday Night Lights. That makes sense. I remember the show Nashville. I never watched it. But I definitely remember Friday Night Lights, and I've seen like an episode or two of that. But I've never seen Nashville. But I just think she's great. Yes, Brian, the Joan Collins end of the world season of American Horror Story. Was it Apocalypse? I think it was Apocalypse. American Horror Story Apocalypse. That was good. So, yes. Curious. My series says, Evil was too scary for me. I only watched season 1. Really? Yeah. There were scary parts, but I loved it. I love the scary stuff. Fire Ice Naughty Nice says, Supernatural is my all-time fave. I will never miss anything. Like, I miss that show and those boys. I see that they're still doing like cons, so I see people taking pictures with them, but it's, again, Supernatural is another show I never watched. What was I doing? Was I just watching like Buffy, Angel, and Felicity? What year did Supernatural come out? Because that was after. But people are like, Jolene, you would love Supernatural. And I think there's another one about Superman too that I never got into. So Supernatural started in 2005. So yeah, I think I was just drunk. Honestly, I think for a lot of these shows, I just wasn't watching TV. I was just partying. Like, I was just wasted. I would have been 25. That was like peak party time, USA. Working, happy hour, weekends partying. I just did not have time. I was watching DVD episodes of things like the British Office and Ollie G and things like that. But yeah, I don't think I was watching other TV. I did not know Michael B. Jordan was in Friday Night Lights. Is that where he started? Nick says, do American Horror Story have happy endings, or does the bad guy win? It depends on the season, I think. But I think you can find some quote-unquote good guy winnings, or people kind of getting their comeuppance sort of thing. Oh, he got his I never watched The Wire either. What is wrong with me, you guys? There's so many pivotal shows that I just did not watch. Like The Wire is supposed to be amazing. Yeah, the British Office is amazing. Only 3 seasons. And our office, like the first episode and a few episodes in season 1 are directly, it's kind of almost like they just kind of took that script and did it over here. Obviously not stealing, because Ricky Gervais was the creator, and his partner, I forget his writing partner, I forget his name, of that series. And then they, brought it over to the US. But I was like, oh shit. When the US office came out, I was like, oh, this is directly right from a lot of the storylines and sometimes some of like the scripts from the BBC version. West Wing, I did start watching that, and I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this to feel better about, what's going on in our own political system. Maybe this will help me feel better. And then I watched quite a bit of the first season. It's good, but then I fell off. So not all are great, Evelyn. I will say I liked extras for Ricky Gervais shows. I liked The Office, and I really liked, what was the show where he worked in? It's probably not politically correct. Ricky Gervais, and he like worked in the old folks home. But it made me cry. Not Afterlife. Come on. What was the other one? Derek. Ricky Gervais's Derek on Netflix. There is an episode of that where I have cried so hard. And I always remember those movies or television shows or specific scenes that make me genuinely just like bawl my eyes out. And Derek on Netflix, when that came out, I watched it in real time and it was so good. And there was an episode where I was just like bawling my eyes out. But I think I watched the Afterlife show he had, maybe like one episode. But right, it was so good. Anything with like elderly people, and it was such a good show. I thought they did a brilliant job there. I don't know if there was any criticism, because Ricky might have been playing someone who could be, I don't think they ever really said, but could be maybe deemed on the spectrum, or could be have some kind of developmental thing. I don't know. Could just be neurodivergent. I don't know. So I don't know if he got caught any heat for that. But did I watch Letterkenny? Yes, I did. I haven't watched all the seasons, but I was like, okay, Canadians, love them. Hockey, even though I'm mad at U.S. hockey right now, love it. Satire, love it. So definitely super funny. Love that shit. Trailer Park Boys back in the day, watching that. I was like, these Canadians have a good sense of humor. They know what they're doing. I didn't watch the OC. I was drunk, Nick. The OC was probably, let me see if it was during my peak. I probably watched a couple episodes, but what year did this come out? The OC came out in like the mid 2000, originally aired on Fox in 2003. Oh yeah, I was 23. I was at the bar. If they were playing it at the bar, I saw it, or at the club. But if it wasn't, I was already, I think that was the year that I graduated college, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I think they had their finale in 2002, if I remember correctly, 2002 or 2003. Let me look it up. Series finale, Googling with Joleen. 2003. So season 7, episode 22 aired on May 20th, 2003. So, so right before I graduated college. And I was just watching that. The OC, I was like, no. I didn't have time. I was too busy drinking. But I remember the OC was like everything. Everyone was watching it. But then I still watched like Laguna Beach and what was the Laguna Beach spinoff with Lauren Conrad? Why can't I think of it? In LA. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Someone will put it in the chat. Oh my God. You were 9 years old when the OC came out. You were just a baby. You're a baby, reality TV CJ. The Hills. Thank you, Earthy. I watched The Hills. I watched all that. I have not seen Slings and Arrows. Curious Mind Seeker. Oh, yes, I was watching Bad Girls Club too. I was. I didn't miss Bad Girls Club even when I was drunk because I could be drunk and watch Bad Girls Club. Actually, it was better to be drunk and watch Bad Girls Club. So I was definitely watching Bad Girls. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you. So good to see you. Yeah, all the MTV shows I was watching and Oxygen Bad Girls Club. There was nothing like old school Bad Girls Club. Just like chicks just throwing each other's mattresses in the pool, beating each other up the minute they walk in the door, fighting in their thongs, beating each other up with Chipotle burritos. So, yeah, I was into that. I watched so many fucking seasons of the Bad Girls Club. Like, I should be embarrassed how many seasons of the Bad Girls Club I watched. I should. I'm not. But I should be. So apparently Laguna, they're doing a, was it 20-year, 30-year reunion special coming up? Of course you did, Jamie B. Jamie B, my little bad girl, said I watched every season of Bad Girls Club. Once it got like the newer, I think I missed a couple of the newer seasons. And then once like Natalie Nunn did her own thing, I watched a little bit of that too. On what's that network called again? I can't think of it right now. Where they kind of revamped with Bad Girls Club. Jamie, thank you. It's good to see you. Thank you for being a member. 57 months. You still need to watch Drag Race. I know every reality show, every reality competition show that has a cast member from Drag Race, I love them. So I do. The verdict is back. Am I getting trolled that quickly? How? For Corey Richins? Really? Let me look. Let's see. Didn't they just start today deliberating? Corey, did they just give the jury instructions? Is Joe Rogan dead too? Verdict reached. Holy shit. Is it really? What happened? Is she guilty? Innocent? What happened? That's not good if they already reached a verdict. Jurors in the Corey Richins trial have a choice to make. Well, is it? Is it reached or not? Verdict reached. AOL 6 minutes ago. Verdict reached in murder trial of Corey Richins, Utah grief author accused of poisoning husband. A verdict was reached Monday in the high-profile murder case of Utah grief author who is accused of poisoning her husband with a fatal dose of fentanyl in 2022. Corey Richins' trial was expected to be through the end of March. Yeah, and then the defense just rested. That was weird. But concluded Monday with closing arguments. She did not testify at her trial, and her defense arrested without calling any witnesses. Oh boy. So when do they let us know? Are they calling them in right now? Who's streaming it? Let me try. Law and Crime. I bet you Hella's got it. Hella's live right now. Oh, Emily D. Baker. Okay, let's see. Hella's doing the live verdict. Oh, Lauren's probably doing a live one. Let's see. Law and Crime. They might have the live. No, I don't see it. In Law and Crime. Why doesn't Law and Crime have one coming up? They have Cops Reloaded. Do they really play Cops Reloaded on Law and Crime and episodes of Jail? What in the hell is going on? Okay, let me just search Corey Richins. Court TV. Verdict has been reached, you guys. Court TV is like, they're not saying nothing. They're waiting. That's got to be guilty. If it's that quick, that is guilty, right? That's not a good sign. Yes. Well, at least we'll have something to roast regarding this, because you know Trisha and Lauren are going to be live about this. Yeah, Court TV is waiting. Oh, it's not good. All right, I'm going to send you guys over because I know Hella is, her and Dolly are waiting on the verdict, and they have been covering it and doing a great job. So I feel like you should go over there because I'm still learning about the damn thing. I don't want to. You can get better information. That's what I'm saying. Search videos from other channels. Okay, there we go. Let me redirect over there because I'll go watch it over there too. And make sure you tell them Jolene Raid, because I feel like this is their time. It's their time. All right, it's not my time. I'm still roasting their freaking weird text message exchange, but it appears that it will be read at 6:20 Mountain. So in 3 minutes, you guys, right? Yes, 3 minutes till the verdict. I'm going to end this, you guys. This will automatically redirect you over to Excited Utterance, aka Hella and Dolly. Make sure you tell them it's a Jolene Raid when you get over there. And let's go show them all the love, all the support. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. You guys are the best, beautiful pumpkin spice babies. And I hope wherever you are in the world, you always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you.
If you like what you see.
Oops, I didn't. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.